Konstantin, aka Mr. B, back on a Sunday morning. Today we're going to talk about Jeroen's watch collection. Let's go, guys. But before we start with the final collection review, big shout out to Jeroen. Jeroen, first of all, thanks so much to giving me the opportunity reviewing your collection. Guys, this is not a usual collection review to me. Actually, it's a very special one because Jeroen's collection contains one watch you all guys know. Yes, it's right, Jeroen was so kind purchasing my 116233 Datejust, and it is definitely in good hands there with him. So Jeroen, thanks again, it was really a big pleasure dealing with you, and yeah, I'm so happy my Datejust finally a place and the owner who really does appreciate it, and I think it's a great addition into your current collection. So thanks a lot again, and let's check out your collection and how you came to it. As every watch collector does know, there is a long way to go, and the tastes do change. I do know this for myself. Before I was considering myself more like a Rolex type of guy. I do collect watches since 10 years now. It was a long process to find out what I like, what I want, and yeah, what I really appreciate in a watch. So from the sort of Rolex guy, I became an all-watch guy. So in my current collection I do have just 2 Rolex models left, very big spread out over Stover, Breitling, the new guy is on the list of course, Rolex, Omega, because I do appreciate history, design, and not just from one brand but from all brands, which are interesting to me. And yeah, the same thing actually for Jeroen. He starts very early liking watches. He got this, I think, from his father. His father inherits from his father a gold Pontiac watch, which he does own already. Also, Jeroen's father did purchase a gold-plated watch. He does wear until the day today. So he got definitely an interest into watches due to the love of his grandfather and father and for watches. And yeah, a couple of years ago, with 24 years, he started actually purchasing his first luxury watch, a Tag Heuer. Unfortunately, this watch is not with him anymore, but still it gets him hooked, and he actually did own a couple of watches, I have to say. Actually, Jeroen, you had them all, didn't you? We're talking about Omega, Seamasters, Professionals. We do talk about Panerais in all dimensions and sorts and kinds. We do talk about Rolex. We do talk about Zins. Huge collection, huge watches you purchased, nearly 6, 7, 8, 9 different Tag Heuers, from the Monaco to the Aqua Racer to chronographs. Really a widespread collection or widespread assortment of watches you did own. But 3 or 4 years ago you finally started your real collection, and yeah, just if you have had a couple of watches, you start to get into it, you start to understand what you like. As it happens to many watch collectors, the Rolex bug did bite you. Yeah, guilty as well for that. And yeah, also there you need to have them all. You did have the 41mm Datejust, you did have the 116600 ceramic Sea Dweller, Oyster Perpetual models, and then you did purchase 1603 Datejust, birth year watch 1973. Wow. And that makes you think about that you actually didn't like too big watches. And with this, we do come to your watch collection. In Jeroen's collection currently are 8 watches, starting with everyone's favorite, no worries on the wrist, Casio G-Shock. Bam! It is really nice to see that nearly every watch collector, from the high end to the mid tier to the micro brand collector, does have a rugged beast in the collection. And come on, the G-Shock is a no-brainer. You buy it, you throw it on the wrist, you use it without any fear to bang it around, to damage it. You can't! I think the watch will survive more than you will. And yeah, Jeroen, I think everybody needs to have this wild card in his collection. Just a watch with which you can go to the pool, go hiking, do outdoor activities, and this is what you do with this watch, and this is what it's made for. So thumbs up for your Casio G-Shock. And there we arrive at number 2 in Jeroen's watch collection, which is of course my favorite, the 116233 steel gold two-tone Datejust with a champagne sunburst dial. A champagne, yo. Yeah, what should I say, Jeroen? I'm happy you got it. It suits perfectly from my point of view into your collection. It's a great team up with your 1603 Datejust. It combines the classical jeans with the newer, bigger cases of the current 36mm Datejust, and I'm really happy it found its way to you, into your collection, and it is a classical, beautiful and everyday carry watch as well. I hope you will have fun with it, like it a lot, and wear it many years. Next watch in Jeroen's collection is a 16600 Rolex Sea Dweller, and Jeroen subscribed it as a king of submariners. Oh, actually it's right. More water resistance, a little bit bigger watch in terms of the height, a little bit more wrist presence, a very great design, and yeah, everybody likes the older references of Rolex. Jeroen as well, he prefers it to the 1166-002 because it is a classical timepiece. It has a more truly character, as the newer models do have a more bling character, and I do agree. I as well didn't think the shiny bezel did work well with the matte color dial of the 116600, and the 16600 Sea Dweller does combine everything very good. You do have the cross polished horns, you do have the aluminium inlay, which really looks beautiful in combination with the dial, and it is a really great watch, and also one of my favorites, even though I would prefer the 14060M over the Sea Dweller, as it sits a little bit better on my wrist, let's put it like that. But 40mm dive watch, tool watch, and a perfect combination with your G-Shock and your Datejust. So, good purchase. The next watch we're going to talk about is Jeroen's PEM 00050, a 40mm Panerai, and I do actually agree again with you, Jeroen. There's a lot of rumors, a lot of guys who write in the watch forums, no, you need to have the 44mm or even the 47mm 1950s case, and no, you don't need to. The 50 models of the PEM with 40mm diameter are really beautiful. I do like your version a lot. It's a strap queen as well, and it has the right size and proportion, and this is what watches are about. Some of the bigger Panerais, I do think the proportions looks a little bit odd, and your 40mm PEM is a perfect addition. It's a strap queen, and I think there are a couple of straps to come. It looks very great on your crocodile sweet leather strap in the light grey. A perfect watch for everyday carry. It's a no-brainer. It's not just the typical diver's look. And yeah, a PEM is a PEM. You need to have one. Good you have one, and good you have the one in 40mm. So, thumbs up. So finally we did arrive at Jeroen's birthday watch, a Datejust 1603 from the year 1973, and a beauty it is. Come on, Jeroen, actually I'm angry with you, because when I saw this watch something came up in my mind which didn't come up before. And it's the thing that I like to have also a watch out of my birth year. This is so nice to have. And come on, this is a balanced watch collection. You do have a diver, you have the rough, tough Casio, you do have a dress watch with your 1162-33. You do have the Panerai as a strap queen, and now bam, birthday watch, 1973. 1603 Datejust. And come on, I did mention it before, I think it teams up perfectly with your current steel gold Datejust, and it is a beauty of its own. And this watch actually did make you change a little bit about watches and dimensions. You did have it before the 44mm pens, and you did have before also the bigger Rolex sport models. And to realize that actually a smaller size is more suitable to oneself is something which is a big step and a big changer in the watch collecting game. And this Datejust is so much to you. It's out of your birth year. It makes you appreciate much more smaller watches, and it is a beauty. Come on, vintage Datejust, you can also throw it on different straps. You can wear it on the Jubilee, you can wear it on the leather strap, on the vintage strap, on the NATO, and it will look perfectly fine. So I know very hard, as mine would be there definitely too. So big thumbs up for this piece in your collection. Let's talk about watch number 6 in Jeroen's collection, which is how to say this correctly, a 1977 Mont d'Or chrono. I'm honest, never heard of it before, but I saw the photo. It's beautiful. It's in a mint condition, and actually when you investigate online, in this condition, hard to find. It's a vintage chronograph, and I do have a heart for vintage chronos. They were much more defined. The design was really awesome. The 77 design, I'm a big lover of the turtle models because they do have the typical 77 design and shape and case. And so it is with this chrono. It's a beautiful watch. Jeroen does actually prefer it over his Monaco, because this watch really does have history. This watch looks great. It has a reverse panda dial, and I think too it's a beautiful piece, and every collection needs a chrono. Okay, there are some more chronos coming up. Nevertheless, a great watch, another vintage watch, a really cool chrono to have. Watch number 7, which is actually a constellation from Omega out of the year of 68 in 35mm. Not yet arrived at Jeroen, it's just on the way to him, but still I think the constellation line is very beautiful. It is not so common in Germany, but I did live about 4 years in China, and the constellation was all over the place, I have to say. Whether it was boys or girls, they all loved their constellations. I participated in a couple of business dinners, and I did really see the constellation a lot, and it's a beautiful design. It's one of the really treasured and slowly developed watch designs Omega has, and these are just a few. I'm a big fan of Omega, but I don't like how they butcher really some of their lines, like the Aquaterra is a good example, also the Planet Ocean. And beside the Speedmaster, the Constellation is really a watch of Omega. They slowly develop, and which has its own design clues, and it's a beautiful watch with 35mm. It sounds small, but the bezel dial ratio is actually very balanced. It will not be too small at all, and I think it sits very good beside your 1603 and 1162-33 Datejust. And the last watch in Jeroen's collection is a Titus chronograph in 18K gold. Whoa! What a watch, what a chrono! The second vintage chrono in Jeroen's collection. I really do like this watch. It is a perfectly beautiful designed chrono. Jeroen loves it really a lot and wears it a lot, and it's like, as he say, it's running and running like it was delivered just yesterday. I like the design, especially with this beautiful brown strap. It suits really well your wrist, and it's a pleasure to watch. Man, what a watch. And a gold watch in the collection is a stunner and a beautiful watch in your collection. And there we are, 8 watches, a very balanced collection, Jeroen. I wrote it to you as well. Really a perfect watch collection. You do have chronos, vintage chronos, you do have dress watches, you do have divers, you do have a strap queen in the collection. And come on, you really can tell about your passion if you read what you write about, the way you collect, what did you collect, and how you do reach this current state of the collection. So again, congratulations about or for this awesome balanced collection. What is missing? You know what's missing. A GMT watch, and there are a lot of nice GMT watches. I think you would like to stay a little bit smaller. Of course, on the one hand, 16710 GMT Master 2 is an option. It would be a very good balance to your 16600C Dweller, and you can get still some GMT Master with a decent price. The prices did go a little bit crazy in the last years. Nevertheless, I think this would be a good choice. On the other hand, maybe a new watch as well. Could be an Omega Aquaterra GMT. I think it's very nice. I do like the Aquaterra line. Not a big fan of what they did nowadays to it, but the previous Master Coaxial version would be actually a nice addition into your watch collection, because it has the stainless steel bezel, it does has similar oyster bracelet with brushed and polished links, and could look good beside these watches. A Zinn GMT might be also interesting, even though with the ETA movement it's not a real GMT. Nevertheless, it's a tool watch. It would cover also the lack of Flieger watches in your collection. It could be something which yeah, gives you a little bit more tooly design, or adds a little bit more tooly design into your collection. And yeah, this is what I would recommend to you. Check out a GMT watch, which would add up very nice into your current collection to balance it even a little bit more. Alright guys, this is it for today. This was the Viewers Watch Collection number 4. We did talk about Jeroen's collection. Jeroen, again, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity reviewing your collection. Again, it's really great and a pleasure to write with you. Really great that you take over the Datejust. I'm happy it's in your hands now, and I think it really fits perfectly into your collection. Guys, if you did like this content and this watch collection review, please give me thumbs up. As well, add in the comment section below what is your opinion about Jeroen's collection. What do you think would add nicely to his current collection? Do you agree about the Flight GMT watch, or do you see any other watch which could be interested for Jeroen? Share it with us in the comment section below. If you would like to get a watch collection review, do send me an email. You can reach me via b_mr_b@gmx.de. I do wish all of you now a very nice Sunday afternoon. Take care, have a good start into the new week tomorrow, and see you in the next one. Bye guys, ciao.